Hey guys, it's me Tia here, and I was just in the middle of filming my foundation tutorial and the computer just shut off, so I just had to go wash my face off because I was like in the middle of it, basically in the middle of it. So I had to go wash my face off, so let's get started. I'm going to moisturize my face, and I'm using Ambi Fade Cream for oily skin. I'm going to put a little dot on my finger. And then I'm gonna take my middle finger of my right hand and put a couple dabs on my face. Rub it in. Now, this is my new foundation routine. I've been doing it for maybe about 2 weeks now. I just got the idea from, I can't remember which makeup artist I was watching, but I will put her name in the video. Hold on, I have to get my other foundation. Okay, I use two foundations because one makes me look orange and oily, and the other one makes me look dark and matte. So I mix them both together and they match perfectly with my skin. Now I used to just use this one. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in NW45. I used to just do 2 pumps and put it all over my face and then set it with a powder, and that would make me look very oily after like a couple hours. So, I thought about, changing my foundation routine because I was like, I just can't take the oiliness anymore. Like, it was really getting on my nerves. Like, it was really, depressing. So, I got this Dream Liquid Mousse from Maybelline, and I am in Cocoa Dark number 3. But yeah. Now I take 1 pump of that, and then 1 pump of this. See, one is like a little bit darker than the other. Now I take my concealer brush. This does not have a particular name brand or anything, just because I got this from overseas. I got it with a makeup set, and I just use this one. So that was what I do. I start to dab the foundation onto my blemishes. So I have a lot of blemishes. So this might take a while. But this is, I would probably have to say this is the lengthiest part of my foundation routine, is putting on my, not even putting it on. I think blending it in probably would take the cake for the longest thing that I do with my foundation routine. I start with my forehead because I have the most there. So you just want to conceal any, dark spots that you have, any blemishes, dark spots, areas of discoloration. And I've been using the Ambi Fade Cream for maybe about a couple months now, and I do like it because it's a good moisturizer, and I feel that it does help with my blemishes. I do use a fade cream at night. It's called Tone Repair. It's pretty good. I like the way that works with my face too. Now I have some discoloration around my mouth, so I'm just going to put some there. Basically just at the corners of my mouth. I have a few blemishes on my chin. Under my lip. Around my nose, under my eyes, so I have dark circles under my eyes. myself in the eye. Okay, I still have a lot left on my hand, on my wrist. Now I'm just gonna dab it in. Start dabbing in. I'm gonna do it from the top to bottom. Wobbledy wobbledy wobbin bobbin and so all these things are bobbin. Sorry. I think I forgot one blemish on the side of my head. On my face rather. Just dabbing it in with my middle finger. Because I find with this finger, it's firm. It has like, it's a strong finger, but it's still gentle. And that's what you want. If I was using my ring finger, I usually use my ring finger for under my eye. Now, pretty much finished. If you have a little bit of more darker blemishes, like before when I first had all these, when I first got all these blemishes like at one time, before I started using the tone repair, and these would be a lot darker, so I would reapply. Like this one, I had a really big pimple right here, and I popped it, and then it got hard, so I peeled it. It was a scab, so I peeled it, and it was like really, really dark. You know, it came back really dark, so I'm gonna recover that. And this one also right here, this was a pimple, and I just got really impatient, and I just popped it and peeled it like in a matter of 2 days. So yeah, I think if I was a little bit more patient with my pimples, I wouldn't have as many blemishes as I do, but I just don't like having pimples. Like, they really can ruin my day. Like, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't take this. Okay, so we're finished with the foundation part. Just dab it in if you would like to dab it anymore. And I think you should spend the most time dabbing it in, because you want to make sure it's blended into your skin, because you don't want it to look weird under your powder. Basically, this is all I'm doing to my face. So now I'm taking my concealer, and I only conceal my under eye circles. And I have this 3D face creator. I got this from the Chinese beauty store like a month ago for like $5. And it's too dark. I mean, it's too light for me. And that's why I use it on my under eye circles. There is the lightest one on the left and the darkest one on the right. So I take the lightest one first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, I blend it in. Look up while you're doing that, and just dab it in. Now, I also go right here. That gives the illusion of higher cheekbones. Make sure you get it under your eye. Not just kinda under your eye. But you want to make sure you really get it under your eye. Sorry. Put the charger into the computer. So I think that's why I turned off last time, because it died. Now, okay, so I just got finished. Well, I'm still dabbing it on under my eyes. Just make sure it's in the way you would want it to be. And I think I think foundation is really important to make sure to blend it in the way you want it to be, because, I mean, it is your foundation. It's what you start building your face from. Now, I like to wear my makeup like this with like a really, really light under eye concealer, because I think it's pretty. That's why I do it. Now, you can put some concealer on your eyelids if you want to. I don't really do that because my eyes, I really like the way my eyelid color is. Like, it kind of does get darker in the crease, and sometimes I'll just wear eyeliner and it'll look like I'm wearing eyeshadow because the way my eyelids are colored. Okay, it's powder time. I use the same brushes to get situated. I use the same brush for basically everything, and it is this MAC. It doesn't have a number. The number rubbed off, but it's a MAC brush. And it's really small. I think this was meant to be either a contour brush or a blush brush, but I use it. Now I usually use the Sephora matte finished powder, but during the week of the hurricane, the lights went out and my room is really, really messy, and I couldn't find my setting powder, and I had this big event to be to. I had this really big event that I wanted to go to, and I couldn't find my powder, so we ran to Walmart, and I found this for $5. Now, it was really hard to open. The packaging was hard for me to open because I had just got my nails done and I didn't want to mess them up. So I didn't open this on the day of the big event. And I just used my sister's setting powder. And that was a big mistake because my sister's setting powder was a little bit lighter than me. I wouldn't say it's lighter than me. It was just kind of like, it made me look like a ghost. And like, I look like a ghost in my pictures. And I used this after the whole shebang. I was like, wow, I really like this powder. This powder was like $5 at Walmart. It's from CoverGirl. It's a professional loose powder and 125 translucent tawny. And it's a really pretty finish. I like it because it's a natural finish, okay? So basically, this is how it looks when I open it. I just dip the brush into it, like this, and then I do that into the top. And then I dot it all around my face. I don't like using too much powder because I want my face to look very natural, like the texture of it to look natural. So I'm just dabbing. I'm not dabbing over where I did the lighter concealer because I'm going to put a lighter powder over that. Now on the sides, yeah, I will, because, let's see. So that's all the foundation that I use. Now I will kind of start lightly brushing it in. Kind of blend it into my skin. Now, finish with that. And now I'll take this. I also got this from the Chinese beauty supply. And it's the Kiss Shine Control Pressed Powder and Creamy Cocoa. Now, I thought this was going to be a perfect foundation for me. Powder foundation for me, but it was way, way, way too light. So I just use it to set my concealer. Now I dab it in there. And then, and you want to look up to prevent creasing. And smooth it like that. And that's basically my foundation routine. Now I do contour sometimes, but only like on really special occasions I don't contour.